You know what's even more satisfying than arresting a criminal? Seeing them rot in a cell.
Fair enough. But what's all this about? Akaveri heirlooms?
A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been nagging my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvanes have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen.
Could you use some help searching for them?
Well, that's... who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now.
Will do.
See you around.
Alright, so from what I was seeing, we're supposed to head to somewhere called the Restful Watchman. But when I looked on the map, there wasn't anything by that name. So instead I have to try to find where this inn is. Here's the inn, so hopefully this will do. Alright, so I found the Restful Watchman. It was off in this direction. See if I can navigate my way back. I think this is it right here.
What is it?
It is indeed. So now I think I have to come talk to this guy.
I've got rooms, I've got food and drinks, and 1,000 elven ladies under my belt.
That's good for you. But have you heard anything about stolen Akaveri heirlooms?
I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know, especially when you're in my line of work.
Just tell me. You don't want any legal complications.
Well, true enough. There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know? Name's Etienne, or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man.
Where can I find him?
I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this business.
Answer me, or you'll lose more than your patrons.
Listen, you want me to tell you so badly? Make me. I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume.
What is it? Can I help you?
You here to do business?
Do you ever run into trouble, given your tavern's shady reputation?
Well, honestly, sometimes I do. I'm only saying this because I suspect you might be able to help me out. You see, there's this snooty Altmer that came through here a few days back. One of those haughty Alinor types. Newcomer to Bruma. Well, he came here, not realizing that the Gerald view might have been more to his tastes. After he witnessed a few of our, you know, morally gray activities and an exceptional display of promiscuity, well, he decided to leave. Now, in his outrage and disgust, he's planning to try and press charges against my tavern. If you could just talk him down, I'd appreciate it.
Alright, I'll do it.
Great. He's probably storming around town right now, trying to rabble-rouse against the Watchmen. Put a stop to it.
Bye.
What is it?
So I decided to go to the barracks instead of the other way.
Respect the law. Respect yourself.
He won't tell me anything without legal pressure.
Bentior wants legal pressure. Well, I think we can certainly accommodate him there. Take this. A letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
Fair enough.
What is it?
Oh, it's so much
Can I
brighter
help
in
you?
here. Oh, there it goes.
Can I help?
I have this letter for you.
What? Let me see that. Oh, damn. Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Listen, I heard the thief had some dealings with some, fellow businessmen holed up in the Geralds. You'd probably call them bandits, though. I tell you, no respect for the profession these days. Here, just so I don't have to go sit in a cell again, I'll mark it on your map. Go take it up with them. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God.
Talk to you later. What is it?
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother. It's just that my most prized possession has gone missing, and I fear that without help, I'll never get it back. I normally wouldn't approach a stranger like this, but, well, I'm at the end of my tether. I could really use some help. Could I hire you? I could pay you handsomely.
Sure, I'll help.
Excellent, thank you. The heirloom that's been stolen, well, by all accounts, the thief fled to the northeast of Bruma. I suspect they're holed up in Frozen Grotto. If you are able to retrieve my heirloom for me, I'll be forever in your debt.
Okay. These people are probably in the same location. Now I need to figure out how to get up there. Hopefully it's not too far of a run. It didn't look that far on the map. I just wanted to discover that, and I think that we are here. Maybe, maybe not. We are indeed. So I know I haven't uploaded in a couple days, and the main reason for that is, hold up, we got a band outlaw. Don't feel like reading that, but we'll take that, we'll take this. But as I said, the main reason that I haven't uploaded in the past couple of days is between work and I started watching The 100. Great show. Really great show. And I just kind of been watching that. I think I still have a couple episodes left in season 3. And then all of season 4. Well, I finally found my followers. At least one of them. I have about just over a season left until I'm caught up with where the show is now. But like, I'm super bummed out that it's not resuming until 2018, so I still have a while until Season 5.
Thieving thug inside my house.
So now old Bartram's got a thug inside his house, apparently. Just wonderful. To be honest, I'd rather be dealing with this than going on Count Carvain's wild guar chase. I should ask before I march in there and deal with the thief. Did your investigation turn up any leads about the Count's precious artifacts?
The thief's going to deliver them to a contact in Bruma Caverns.
You found a lead. That's no small relief. I guess that means you go find him in the caverns while I go deal with the thief in Bartram's house.
Apparently the trapdoor in Bartram's house leads to the
That
caverns.
changes things. Well, at least now we can kill two birds with one stone. If it's true, that is. Under most circumstances, I'd insist on going in first. I'm captain of the guard. It's my duty to shoulder the risk. But, well, this reeks of an ambush. It makes more sense to go in prepared. Let's go.
Can I help you?
Fair enough.
The captain of the guard. Just what I needed. Go ahead. Rub salt right into the wound.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you in Bartram's house, and why in Oblivion do you look like you're on death's doorstep?
It all went wrong. The bandits tricked me. Typical. I wanted them to put in a good word for me with the cutters. But no, they lied. I gave their guy the artifacts, then they started swinging. I narrowly escaped by climbing back through the trapdoor.
I see. Well, I'm placing you under arrest for stealing Count Carvain's Akaviri artifact collection. At least you won't bleed out in here. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy, slap him in irons and take him before the Count. Finally get Carvain off my back. I suppose that means it's down to you to deal with the bandits and retrieve the artifacts. I know the caverns are a favorite haunt of bandits and criminal types. Lots of them down there. No need to clear them out. Not that I'd complain if you did. Just grab the artifacts. Best of luck.
So back to talking about the 100. One thing that sucks about watching the show is that there's stuff that happens in it that I really want to talk about with other people. But I am so far ahead of where everybody else is that I know that's watching it. Like, I didn't even know any of the people oh, that's not what I meant. So I didn't even know that people were watching it besides me. I just kind of started watching because I really like post-apocalyptic type shows or like genre. And I started watching it. Not to mention that basically all CW shows that I've ever watched have been amazing. One thing that happened was like in mid-season 3, two of my favorite characters, I guess they weren't main characters, but like they're two of my favorite characters were killed off, and like that really sucked. And everybody else isn't to where I am. So when I wanted to talk about it, because I was just in shock when that happened, and I really want to talk about it, but nobody else is here. Or there, to be more precise. I guess I'm not going that way. I have to come over here. Or no, I'm going over there. So like these two characters that were killed off, I really want to talk about what happened and like
So this is the
how I
thief,
feel
Captain?
about it.
You mean to say that my artifacts have been found?
Yes, Count Carvain. He stole your artifacts and attempted to deliver them to the bandits operating in the Bruma caverns.
I see. Well, of course, I expect he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Now, my artifacts?
Actually, this new friend of Bruma has them.
And who's this?
A friend responsible for tracking down the artifacts and finding the thief. In fact, I'd say they deserve most of the credit, Count Carvain.
Ah, friend of Bruma. Such tales are always gratifying to hear of. In fact, Captain, would you mind giving us a moment to speak?
Of course. I'll just be waiting over there. I'd like to say a few words to this new friend of Bruma before they take their leave.
Of course, Captain. Friend de Bruma, may I have a moment?
Yep.
Good morning.
If you would just hand over the artifacts, gently if you please. Thank you very much. So, you tracked down the thief and found my artifacts. I am extremely grateful. Please, accept this small recompense from the Treasury. Thank you for your service. Something makes me think you're not going to merely disappear, though. You're the kind to get tangled in all sorts of affairs, I'm sure. Farewell, friend to Bruma. Good luck. I do hope you remain loyal to the Bruma throne.
I will. And I just got a lot of money for it.
It's rare to see someone so willing to help another these days. You went to great lengths to find those damned artifacts. And for that, you have my thanks. I don't know what Count Carvane said to you, and I don't really mind. The Count and I don't always see eye to eye, but I have a duty. Anyway, something makes me think we may see each other again. People like you tend to make waves, don't they? Take this. A personal thank you gift from me. Safe travels, my friend. And thanks.